is, I don't even know if I want to put the date because I made a video on Monday, the 3rd of October, and that is in video graveyard. I had so much trouble on Monday that I just gave up and scrapped it. I know exactly how Farm Girl feels because, yeah, I had nothing but trouble on Monday. So we'll try it again today and see if it works better. I'm going to try and keep it short so it doesn't take 10 hours to process and upload, and we'll see how that works. I'm going to do a video today on my cross stitch stand. But first, I would love to thank everybody. Everybody's watching and liking and subscribing, and it's overwhelming. I've got 100 plus subscribers in just over a week. Yeah, it's fantastic. So I can't thank you enough. I just love this community of stitchers, and I love seeing projects and progress and just everything. Yeah, so a shout out to a Stitch Too Far. She shouted out to me on her latest video, and that was really nice. It's kind of weird hearing somebody say your name, or seeing it up in the corner because she couldn't pronounce my name. And maybe I'll get into that on another video. Because I guess unless you speak Spanish, everybody probably says my name wrong. But you know what? Who's going to say my name, really? It's all in type. It's all in text, so it really doesn't matter to me. Another shout out I want to give is to Crafty Lisa. I just watched her second video this morning. She posted her first one about a month ago. She's lovely. She lives in the UK. I could listen to her all day because she's got an accent. I think more of you people from countries that have accents should do more. Although, I guess if you live in your country, you think the rest of us have an accent. So I think everybody should just do YouTube videos. It's wonderful. And the two people that commented that would love to see my cross stitch stand is Mo, Marine Burn 1955 on Instagram. Mo is my best friend. We talk every single day. There's hardly a day goes by that we don't talk. She's lovely, and one day I so hope we can meet each other. Yeah, she's great, and she does some beautiful stuff. She works one project at a time, which is what I used to do before I discovered Instagram. Go check her out. She's great. And the other one was Cross Stitch Button. She commented on how she would like to see my stand too. So I'm going to start. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit this video or not, because I think that's where my laptop messes up and I just can't get it to work. So we'll see. I'll try it. If not, you're just going to get the uncut version. So 1 second. Okay, this is my cross stitch stand. It is from Hearthside Craftworks. It is called the Mark V or Mark V floor stand. I absolutely love it. It's made out of solid oak. They're all handmade. It's a family-run business out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, which is only 3 hours from my hometown. So I was so happy to find them because we used to go to Calgary all the time when my kids lived there. So we used to travel there a lot. So yeah, this is the best thing I've ever bought. I have been wanting one ever since I started 25 years ago, or more than 25 years ago. And I was gonna buy a stand, just any kind of stand, but I didn't really like them. And I knew one day that somebody would make a stand that was worth the money and that would last me forever. And when I found this, I knew that this was the one. So, it's pretty basic and simple. You have your adjustable knobs on the side so you can lower and raise to fit the chair that you're stitching in. It's got these so you can flip your work over easily to get to the back. The accessory tray and the chart holder come with the stand. So basically all you have to do is decide what pieces you want and how big pieces you want. Depends on what type of projects you're working on. Now, since I ordered mine, they have made bigger pieces so that it fits bigger projects. I ordered mine with the 36-inch crossbar and the 30-inch scroll rods, which means I can do a project about 27 inches wide if I leave an 1.5 inch margin on either side. If you want more of a margin, a 2-inch margin, then obviously the biggest project you can work on is 26 inches. So if you're working on projects that are, 5 feet, like these Heaven and Earth designs that can be huge, they do sell a crossbar now that's 66 inches, which is 5.5 feet. And obviously they make the scroll rods 5 feet. So you can get onto those big projects. Now, they do sell a stabilizer bar that will hold Q-snap clamps. So you don't have to buy the larger crossbar and the larger scroll rods. You can just load your fabric on your Q-snap, whatever size you want, 11 by 11, 11 by 17, and just roll up your extra material. There's lots of people that do Heaven and Earth designs on Q-snaps. Just roll your extra material, put a grime guard around it, put it in the clamps, and your stand can stay this size. I use my Q-snap not often, but I have used it on this and it works great. It holds in really tight. It's very stable. It's not shaky. It doesn't move around when you stitch. It's really awesome. If you get the Q-snap clamps, you have to order the stabilizer bar, which is a bar that attaches to this one, and then your Q-snap clamps attach to the stabilizer bar. The company, again, hearthsidecraftworks.com, John and Helen Wilkes, they're beautiful people. Helen is very helpful. They have an original stand, and I was undecided whether to get that one or this one. And I figured this one would be best for me, and I love it. I would recommend it highly. Now, it's not cheap because it's solid oak and it's all completely handmade. But again, you will never ever require another cross stitch stand ever in your life. Even if you're young, these will last forever. So it basically just depends on what attachments you want then. And if you talk to Helen and email her, and she'll ask you what kind of projects you do, how big they are, and she can give you advice. But I'm telling you that I ordered the 36-inch crossbar, the 30-inch scroll rods, which you can even put a small design on a 30-inch scroll rod. But I also ordered 16-inch scroll rods that I use for my smaller designs. So this part's, your legs stay the same width apart. You just end up moving these pieces, instead of 30 inches, you got 16. So this would be here. and your other one would be over here, and your stitching would be in the middle. So just so you're not wasting all that extra space with nothing to have on it. These scroll rods have a piece of fabric that you stitch or baste your fabric that you're doing your design on to. So that's how you attach your fabric to the scroll rods. What I ended up doing, and I like it, is I went and bought some Velcro, and I glued Velcro to my scroll rods, and then I sewed the other side of the Velcro to my stitching, and I have found that it works very well. I get good tension. Sometimes when you sew it to the piece of fabric that's on the scroll rod, if you don't get it completely straight, and then when you tighten up your scroll rods, your fabric can get kind of wonky. So I find the Velcro is faster, because if you happen to put it on and it's a little bit crooked, it takes nothing just to rip the Velcro off and straighten it up. Where if you sewed it on, you have to rip out all the sewing and then start over again. That's the only downside to that, and maybe they've improved it by now. I bought my stand 5 years ago, so maybe they've improved it since then. But really, that's not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. Now, there are little wheels on the where are they? There we go. There are little wheels on the stand, so it's easy to push and pull away from you. Again, you can lower and raise it. I've got mine set even higher than I should, because my chair is quite high, but it's really stable even with just the one part holding. What else? It's about $350, this exact stand. And again, I believe it comes with just the stand, and then the accessory tray and the chart holder. And depending on what you order, your scroll rods, your stabilizer bar, your Q-snap clamps, then the prices are on the website for how much those are. I think all told, with all my pieces, it came to around $500, and that's Canadian. So if you want the bigger crossbar, if you want longer scroll rods, obviously your price will go up, because those are more expensive. But again, it will last forever. So I feel that to spend a lot of money one time to have it last your lifetime is better than spending a little bit every 5 or 6 or 10 years, because over your lifetime you're going to end up spending more than the $500 anyway. So that's just how I am. So however you want to do it is however you can do it, but I highly recommend these. They have shipped them all over the world. Go on their website. They have testimonials from people in Mexico, Australia. They've mailed one here to Chile before, when I talked to Helen and I ordered mine. And then when we moved here, because I didn't save the box, I went to her and asked for another box so that we could ship it here. And she said, oh, they've shipped to Chile before. So it's nice to know that they are a worldwide company. And like I said, again, they're excellent people to deal with, and it's top-notch craftsmanship. I don't think that anybody that would order one would be disappointed. They're lovely. So I think that's it. I'm going to keep it short, and I'll try and get this uploaded today. And I just want to thank everybody again for subscribing and liking my videos and leaving comments and feedback. It's really it's really great. I love watching people, and I'm finding new people every day. And I'd love to see the different designs and projects that people are working on, and stitch alongs that people are having. And yeah, it's this community is just fantastic. So thank you everybody again. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Happy stitching.